Organizations with GiveSI. Again, we are streaming live on WSIL and on Facebook, presenting all the stories of impact our nonprofits are making in Southern Illinois. And our next one is no exception. Dale, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much for having me. And you too, Tom. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your organization and the impact it has on the community.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and thank you to both of you for taking your time to do what you are doing for these amazing charities. And congratulations to all the charities. Everybody's doing amazing work. So the Fowler Bonan Foundation, closed for SI Kids, was actually created 21 years ago. I created it from a childhood memory that I had when I was raised on a farm in El Dorado. When the bus would get off the beaten path and the little brother and sister would come running out of this somewhat dilapidated type home and get on the school bus, but they always had a smile on their face. And I always remembered how they were treated in school, how they were bullied, how no one wanted to be around them because they weren't really very clean and they had really a lot of, wore tattered clothing all the time. And that memory had been embedded in me for years upon years. Well, 21 years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night. I said, I want to go back to that elementary school in El Dorado, Hillcrest Elementary School, where my memory had occurred. And I would like to raise a few dollars and be able to supply a complete brand new wardrobe for just a handful of children that otherwise wouldn't have a wardrobe. So that first year, 21 years ago, I raised $1,500. I went back to Hillcrest Elementary School and I met with the teachers privately. I said, I told the story. So you all are the ones that know about know the children and the need that's there. And a couple of days later, a teacher calls me. She said, Dale, I got to tell you about this little girl, sweetest little girl, just like the little brother and sister of my memory. Mm-hmm. The sweetest little girl, but unfortunately, she wears the same clothes every day. Can we take care of this little girl? I said, absolutely. Let's take care of the little girl. So we went shopping and got the little girl, 3 or 4 pair of jeans, 3 or 4 shirts, socks, underwear, shoes, fresh, brand new right off the shelf. Teacher distributed to the little girl, however she deemed fit. Well, a couple of days later, the teacher calls me and she said, Dale, I got to tell you about the little girl. Came running into my classroom, came running up to my desk and said, teacher, look at my new shoes. Look at my new clothes. Well, guess what that did to everyone? And the teacher started talking about the difference it made in the confidence and self-esteem of the little girl. And it was amazing. So I instantly developed the mission statement of Southern, close for Southern. I did it under the umbrella of United Way at the time. Mm-hmm. I was the president of the United Way. And so we just formed an umbrella to start there. So it was the Close for Kids. And so helping build confidence and self-esteem within our local youth became the instant mission statement. And then one thing has led to another. The next year we helped a few more kids. And then obviously I want to back up just a little bit. So when the teacher's in lunch or, talking with the teacher, she starts talking about the difference in the little girl because she can now walk into school side by side with some of the most privileged. Mm-hmm. So we just continue to help more the next year, raise more money. And as Southern Illinois always does, stepped up and supported our mission. Fast forward 21 years, we're now helping over 600 children a year in 19 counties. We just reached our 19th county this last year, providing complete brand new wardrobes for children that otherwise wouldn't have it. It's a confidential referral program. We work closely with schools and social agencies, and I'm so proud of Southern Illinois, and I'm so proud of the teachers that refer to us. And if somebody would have told me 21 years ago that we would be helping over 600 children a year, I would say, and how would we do that? But we are.
Yeah, but it always starts with that one action, right? That one moment. And I think, going back to that childhood memory, right? That you just couldn't shake, right?
Couldn't shake it.
Yeah, and that's definitely a God moment, and he's telling you.
There is no question. It was just I just woke up in the middle of the night because I just always remembered how the brother and sister would come running up, but they had smiles on their face. And I always remember, I'll never forget a class picture we took in the gymnasium, our class picture. And the little girl was sitting on the front bleacher, and the boy student that was sitting beside her was like this. I'll never forget that. That memory had been embedded in me all those years, and it's just so amazing what we've been able to accomplish. But it's only because of the giving power that we have here in Southern Illinois. These teachers, they see the difference. In these social agencies we work with, they see the difference it's making in these children. They see it, they talk about it. And so the donated dollars are a visual effect, you know, and so the impact has just been phenomenal. And the correspondence, the testimonials we receive back, you know, people say, well, they all say, well, how many you want to help? How many you want to clothe this next year? I said, no, it's not up to me, you know, how many children we clothe. I don't have a goal. We just work hard. Southern Illinois is amazing, the support we receive, and we just give it all back to the children and the school, and talking with the schools, and you know, we'll see where it goes from here, but it's been phenomenal so far.
You know, when you think about it, to have that big of an impact, just clothing, like some basic needs, right? Just some basic needs that we all can chip in or do something about can change just that little impact of that going to school, that confidence, and just being able to like smile and go to school. Because, you know, a lot of kids don't necessarily want to go to school, but then you have some that are just like, man, I don't want to deal with the bullying. I don't want to deal with this, but just clothing. Like, I want people to understand that just clothing can have that big of an impact. So,
and it's all brand new.
Yeah.
It's all brand new. We don't accept any used clothing. It's by referral, confidential, and the teachers and the social workers, when they refer to us, we say, you know, and we're all, you know, something else. We have zero administrative fees. We're all just people trying to make a difference in the lives of others. That's all we do. And you know, when we get a call from the social worker or a teacher or administrator, whoever it may be, we say, you know, they may have like 6 or 8 children within that school district that we serve, and we say, and when would you like to go shopping? Let's get it done. He said, you mean we can go with you? So they get the hands-on experience, and that's really the only way we're able to help that many children. Because when referrals come in, we set it, and you know, we've been doing this for 21 years, so it's automatic now. So we set up a date. We go to a Walmart or a Kohl's or wherever it is. We meet them there. They come with their volunteers. Because they know the children, right? They do all the shopping. We pay for it. We talk. We just hug each other, and they take it and give it to the children, however they deem fit. And it's just been. I'm so proud of it. So proud of what we've been able to accomplish. But again, grace of God and the support of Southern Illinois.
You know, and zero admin fees means that 100% of your donation goes directly to that mission. That's incredible. That's
exactly right, Michelle. We've had, you know, people that say, well, how long do you think you can do this? Because, you know, we have, you know, I'm the chairman of the Fowler Bonan Foundation. Bethany Shaw Barnes is our executive director. We have a great board, passionate people, volunteers, and other people want to volunteer as well for the mission as well. So, yeah, you know, said, how long do you think you're going to be able to do this just as volunteers? I said, I'm not going to change that. You know, it's working, and we continue to grow. As I mentioned earlier, if somebody would have told me 21 years ago we would be helping, it's probably going to be closer to 700 children this year, obviously because of our economics. And we've never had, in 21 years, there was one year we almost ran out of money. It was real close, and we put a press release out in the Southern Illinois end about some just dire needs, and there was some money that came in, got us through that year, and not one time have we had. So far, we've been close a few times, ran out of money, but we had to tell a child or a teacher or social worker that, I'm sorry, we're just not going to be able to help this child.
And you know, the key there is people don't know unless you let them know, right? You got to ask, and you have to do that. That's why we have Giving Tuesday. We have all these nonprofits that you had mentioned, that this is an opportunity for people to get to know them and to be able to go out and make a difference. But so, you know, there's a lot. And I know that we've gone through that program has also helped some veterans too. And so, which was very, very nice. And I had the opportunity to do that for you. And it's just amazing how you are able to have such a big impact, you and your team. And I say team because I know how you are.
That's right.
It's a team effort. But
you don't do this by yourself.
No. And I think that's to your point earlier. That's how you've been able to be successful and be consistent for 21 years. Like we all know, you know, being in the nonprofit business, that's an accomplishment because it's hard to keep those nonprofits going, especially after COVID. And so, you know, kudos to you and continued success on bringing in those funds. And it is a great organization to donate for.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with that one donation, though, we also want to talk about the fact that one donation is going to help not only SI Clothes for Kids, but another organization as well. So
yeah, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
But wait,
WSIL.
There's more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're always, as the foundation grows and we get, get the support, receive the support, we're always looking for what need is out there that's not being met. Well, I've always had the philosophy that if a child is properly clothed and properly fed, they're going to have a better chance in life, right? So I'll never forget, I was in my office one day, it's been about almost 6 years ago, at the bank, and a lady walked in. She said, Dale, she said, it's been on my heart. I would like to open up a soup kitchen. And I said, you're kidding me. Come on in, let's chat. So we talked, and I said, it's been on my heart too, except I don't want it to be a soup kitchen. I want it to be a meal kitchen. I want it to be a venue, a place where people can walk in for a home-cooked meal, be greeted at the door, be escorted to a table, be served, have conversation, have resources out there, have entertainment, have some music. And so we talked about, it took about 6 months. So then said, okay, so we were able to, we said, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do this. So what are we going to call it? Well, instantly I came up with Heaven's Kitchen. We're going to call it Heaven's Kitchen. So 5 years ago, last September, we opened up Heaven's Kitchen in Harrisburg at the First Presbyterian Church Annex building. And not knowing what to expect, I believe our very first meal we served, I don't know, it was maybe 40, 50 people. It's been amazing. So fast forward again now, 5.5 years since the creation of Heaven's Kitchen, which is under the umbrella of the foundation, of course. As an example, last Tuesday we served 460 meals. And not only that, this thanks to the support we're receiving from Southern Illinois and our volunteers from Southern Illinois, we have distributed between 600 and 700 hams and turkeys. We're getting ready to do, obviously, we serve every Tuesday night at the Presbyterian Church Annex in Harrisburg. Mm-hmm. And then on Thursday night, there's Heaven's Kitchen at the Ministerial Alliance here in Marion as well, that Jeff Diedrich, we work together on that. Yep. And he's running that show, him and Margaret and others as well. So we're growing that mission. And so I've got to tell this story though, if you don't mind. So as and we're also delivering to shut-ins. So we have different organizations that will come and deliver. Rides Mass Transit, they pull up at our front door at Heaven's Kitchen every Tuesday night, and our volunteers get on the bus with about 80 meals, and we deliver to shut-ins.
That's amazing.
And then, so we found out it was Don Gola's school, actually. We received a call from a nurse at Don Gola's school, and right after school had started, and Dale said, had a little girl that came into the nurse's station on Monday morning with a severe stomachache. And I got to talking with a little girl, and we found out that she had very little to eat from the time she left on Friday till she got to school on Monday. And the nurse was just in tears and said, this is not the only child, this is not the only student we have like this. So we've kind of created our own little micro food pantry as well. So we started delivering food to Don Gola, and as well, we found out about some other schools. And at first we were just delivering, soups and vegetables and things like that in the back of a pickup truck to the school. And the first delivery, she just started crying. And she had a little room in her school, and she would sack up the groceries and give them to the students that needed to take home for the weekend. Well, I put the amazing Southern Illinois that we have. So we put an outcry out that we were looking for a box truck. So a Heaven's Kitchen box truck, so we could put this food in a box truck, so we could transport it during inclement weather to these schools, and especially some of our most impoverished areas of Southern Illinois that we serve. And first couple of months, didn't really get a whole lot of action, and all of a sudden we got a call one day, and this gentleman said, Dale, I found a box truck, and I'm going to donate it to you. And we put a graphic, Amy from on our foundation board, she put a graphic of what a box truck would look like on social media on our Heaven's Kitchen Facebook page. And so when the gentleman delivered the box truck to us, I looked at it and I said, how did you find one exactly like what on Facebook? He said, what do you mean? I said, I showed him, you saw it on Facebook? He said, no. I didn't see a picture of a box truck on Facebook. I just heard through the grapevine that you all were looking for a box truck. It's identical to what we posted on Facebook. That's how God works. So now we have this box truck, and we're delivering food around Southern Illinois. And I don't know. I always sound extremely passionate about this, but it's just been a blessing to be able to provide. There's a lot of struggling families, and and now, especially during the holidays, we deliver turkeys and hams and a box with all the potatoes and the vegetables to go with it. So these families could cook a great Thanksgiving meal in their home environment that otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity to do so. We do that by working with the mayors and the schools to know where exactly, because they're just like Clothes for Kids.
Yeah.
They know where the need is and they know where it needs to go, and that's what's very important to us, that this is going where it needs to go. So,
Michelle, I bet you didn't know that we were going to meet the modern day Santa Claus, right? Like, I feel like you need to put a hat on, Senator Fowler. You need to put a hat on.
If it works, I'll do it.
I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm like, man, I think this guy might really be Santa Claus.
And then we're rolling in obviously Christmas season, right?
Yep.
So on December 22nd, we're having in Heaven's Kitchen, we're having breakfast with Santa. And
You're Santa, right?
Well, no, we have the real deal coming.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we have the real deal.
I think if push comes to shove, you can fill in.
If I had to, I'll definitely do it.
Right.
So we have one of the most amazing Santa, and Miss Santa Claus is going to be there with us. We're going to have a great breakfast, and Dollar General in Mitchellsville. They've done this for the last 4 years. They're having a toy drive for us. So we're going to have toys for the kids as well, and we'll have candies and treats, and it's just going to, that's just something we keep doing. It's just, our volunteers and our donors say, what do you think about doing this? Okay, let's make it happen. And so we all get together and we make it happen, and it's amazing. And then we're going to be delivering some more hams here in the next couple of weeks. I think we have about 200 coming from Lena Healthcare that we're going to be delivering through Heaven's Kitchen as well. So
a lot of opportunities,
yeah.
right? And so definitely, if you want to get,
as I mentioned to you earlier before we went on, like I said, we're always looking for what need is not being met. Well, in 2024, we're going to be announcing our third mission, and it's going to be amazing. And it's only because of the grace of God and how generous Southern Illinois is to us.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yes.
So I guess they can follow the page.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Bigger and better things coming. So obviously, if you want to donate to this nonprofit, you can scroll down and look for the Fowler Bonan Foundation and donate, and those funds will go to any plethora of these great projects.
Where the need goes, and if someone says, hey, I think there's a comment section in the other. Someone says we would like all of our money directed solely to Heaven's
There you go.
We can do that. If we want to direct it solely to Clothes for Southern Illinois Kids, we can do that, or to our discretion. We just wherever it needs to go is where we're going to put the money. So we're excited. Again, I can't say thank you enough to Southern Illinois for your generosity and for all the charities, for all this amazing work that all these charities that you're here promoting. So please pick out a great charity and support that charity. As you mentioned, Tom, I'm extremely passionate about veterans organizations. We had our Southern Illinois Made Expo, raised over $84,000 for our veterans this year. We raised over $250,000 since inception, and already working for 2024. We just want to help more people. That's what we're here
You've
for.
been busy.
I love it. Love it.
Fantastic. So we got an exclusive, I think, kind of that, stay tuned.
But wait, there's more. There's more. There's more. Yes.
As we wrap up, I just want to mention again, as I did before, that, when you're looking at organizations that don't have that admin fee or that admin cost, that really truly does mean that 100% of your donation goes toward whatever that mission or that goal is. So you can know that for every dollar that you donate, it is going directly to the community. It's going directly to impact those kids, or, for the meals at Heaven's Kitchen. So I just wanted to, reiterate that. It's always good to know that money is going to great causes, but when 100% of that donation goes to that actual purpose, it is truly incredible knowing that every dollar you donate right now is going to have an impact for Southern Illinois.
Right. And our website is FowlerBonanFoundation.com. If anyone's looking for more information, we have Fowler Bonan Foundation Facebook page. We have Heaven's Kitchen Facebook page. Mm-hmm. So the information is out there. If anyone has any questions at all, and first and foremost, also I want to mention, referrals are, like our Clothes for Kids. I mentioned we work with schools and social agencies. But also something that's very impactful to me and to us, a personal referral from someone like yourselves. Maybe you know a family or someone that's watching this right now knows a family that's maybe struck on hard times, lost their job, has an illness, whatever. You can contact us and we'll work with you and we'll make sure that family is taken care of. So there's nothing more powerful than someone, Michelle or Tom, like one of you saying, Dale, I just became aware of this family or this child. Can your foundation? I believe we can, and we will. So that's important for others to know as well.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you again. Thank you for all you're doing. You're taking your time to do this. Southern Illinois is amazing, and we have so much to be proud for, and especially all these organizations that you're supporting with GiveSI.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.